Ladies and gentlemen, I've chosen to speak to you today about a country which is very far away from us, for those of us in Europe, and which most Europeans know little about: Bangladesh. Bangladesh is one of the world's most densely populated countries. Its people are crammed into a delta of rivers that empties into the Bay of Bengal. Poverty is deep and widespread. Almost half of the population live on less than $1 a day. However, Bangladesh has reduced population growth and improved health and education. The major employer in the country is agriculture, but this sector cannot provide enough work for the large population. For this reason, many Bangladeshis seek work abroad, sometimes illegally. This is a common practice among many inhabitants in other countries in this part of Asia. The country is trying to diversify its economy, with industrial development a priority. Overseas investors have pumped money into manufacturing and the energy sector. There are also good future prospects for the gas industry. The country has both onshore and offshore gas reserves that are waiting to be exploited. There is a debate, however, as to whether this gas should be kept for domestic use or sold for export. Bangladesh came into being relatively recently, in 1971. Its previous name was East Pakistan. The two parts of Pakistan split after a bitter war which drew in neighbouring India. Bangladesh spent 15 years under military rule, and, although democracy was restored in 1990, the political scene remains volatile. Political tensions have spilled over into violence. Hundreds of people have been killed in recent years. Attacks have targeted opposition rallies and public gatherings. Senior opposition figures have also been targeted. Concern has grown about religious extremism in the traditionally moderate and tolerant country. According to many, the bomb attacks that took place in August 2005 are a result of this extremism. The government has long denied that it has had a problem with militants. However, it has outlawed two fringe Islamic organizations. Another fact which destabilizes this country is its human rights record. Bangladesh has been criticized in this area, and particular concern has been shown regarding assaults on women and allegations that police use torture against those in custody. The low-lying country is vulnerable to flooding and cyclones, and it stands to be badly affected by predicted rises in sea levels. Now, I have actually visited the country myself, and I've seen how water is a major part of the lives of all Bangladeshis. While travelling across the country, one gets the impression that water is absolutely everywhere. Even in the capital city, rivers and ponds crisscross the map. When I was in Bangladesh, I saw many of the signs of the problems that I mentioned earlier. I saw extreme, abject poverty. I saw huge political tensions, and I also witnessed the effects of previous natural disasters that had taken place in the country. However, despite all of this, I really did enjoy my visit. I saw things that I could never have come across anywhere else in the world. I visited a country which is practically untouched by global tourism. Bangladesh has virtually no tourism industry. This means that travel information and tourist guides are very hard to come by, but it also means that as a visitor, you feel that you are seeing a country which few other Westerners have been lucky enough to experience. One of the main memories I have from my visit is that for all of my time there, I had to endure the stares of everyone around me. Most of the locals had never seen an outsider before, especially not someone from the Western world. Although it was fun being the local star and attraction at first, After some time, it began to make life difficult. Whilst in Bangladesh, I got the chance to visit the Sundarbans National Park. I would highly recommend a visit to this place as the wildlife there is unique. Although the visiting facilities are far from what we might expect in the West, I was able to see how the local fishing communities lived, something which made the trip much more genuine than being given a tour by a trained guide. But if you go to Sundarbans, be careful. The Bengali tigers that live there are known to have a taste for human flesh. Thank you.